Hello, hello. Alright.
Let me tell you
Can people
something,
hear
girl.
me?
This for that, a tip for that. I put that thing on cruise control and lean it back. I'm on a roll. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Cruise control and lean it back. I'm on a roll. Yeah, let's go, let's
Hello.
go.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Holy. I was getting an ad. Okay. Think you guys can hear me just fine then? Looks like they have draft link now. Oh my god. They're spamming that. Ooh. Alright. Draft. Eden's gonna get oranged. Oh no. Alright, Aphelios ban coming out, taking that away from Vicarious. I think he's a Masters ADC, somewhere around there. So just get that hyper carry away from him. Oh, wonder if we will see some mix-ups from Santi's team, considering they lost the first game. So they might have a different plan, especially now that they're on red side. I have no clue how the first draft went, and they're banning Pantheon. I'm assuming that's a ban towards Harrison to make sure he doesn't do things around the map. Singed ban is a little bit weird. I'm not sure if anyone on Santi's team plays Singed. Graves ban. I would kind of want to see a Scion ban, because it seemed like that Scion was a pretty big problem. They just had no way to deal with him and cut through him last game. Brand ban. Santi is always cooking with something. But I feel like he just might go towards Ivern again. He has been liking that Ivern champion. It might not have been the most impactful thing last game, but I think... I'm not sure if Kled was the move to pair that in the top side. I think it might have been fine with the Yasuo, but who knows? I don't... It's just like an enchanter in the jungle. And Victor, taking away Harrison's Victor. Scion is still up, and they can flex that top or mid, I suppose, but they're just gonna first pick the Smolder over to Petra. He did get stacks pretty late and wasn't, and it took him a while to get to that 225, but he got there eventually. Um, nice safety in the E. A little bit weaker laning phase, but the nice poke build with a few points in W is pretty nice for that lane phase. And is that Dufil Warwick? That's Dufil Warwick. Alrighty. Oh, okay. We actually have some mix-ups in the positions. It's going to be Dufil in the jungle and Santi mid lane, actually. Um, with Sir Mr. Knight going top lane. So I believe that is an actual change compared to before. This Karma champion still left open. It did suffer a Q nerf, and that's just AP ratio. Doesn't hurt support Karma as much as it does the solo lanes, but some nice poke into Rakan is just a nice champion that Ibusaki can play, as he showed last game. And Ornn over to most likely Mr. Knight Rider Hane, but you never know. Harrison could pilot that in mid lane, and they give some spicy pick uh, over to everyone. Open your GG stream so we can grind money. True. Give us money, please. Seihu better be throwing the Vespa League money back into the club. Need to pay this Big C guy to make the montage at the end of the semester, which you can submit clips for at a link somewhere in announcements. Alright. Lilia ban and Yasuo ban following. They don't want to see the Yasuo. It could just be that they don't want Vicarious on that champion, or they just don't want to deal with it again. They might not have scouted enough to ban something else, but they do know that Vicarious plays Yasuo, so might as well get that out of the way. When's the thumbnail contest? I don't think anything can top my MS Paint thumbnail. It's that was a great time. Rengar ban, yeah. Rengar not fun to play against. This could be again an instance where they didn't do much scouting on the enemy jungler and they just want that Rengar gone because they played it last game. It's also Rengar, and that doesn't make a good time for your ADC. League players talk so silly. Yeah, I agree. I need to stop talking silly. I need to talk like a normal person. Zach. There are some flex. Actually, no, wait. That's Trundle top lane, Warwick jungle, and Zac mid lane. They're gonna need some serious damage to back up this red side comp. They're very low damage. I hmm. You maybe want like you want some sort of hyper carry. Maybe like a Zeri here? Zeri Rakan? I don't know. But you definitely need some damage in this comp. Xayah. Xayah Rakan, yeah, that's a tried and true combo. Not the real hyper carry that I was looking at, but hey, whatever they want. And that didn't change. I need to update the scores. Okay. Uh, Sold. Yep. Oh, and they're getting in real quick. They're just doing a blind pick, so it's likely they aren't using the tournament code. Um, Hopefully it works out for the stats sheet that will be coming later. This also just means we'll get into game quicker. Alright. I need to start up predictions. Mission period. Give the I guess 2 minutes because game starts soon. Boop, boop. There. You have 2 minutes to predict who wins. I'm gonna give it over to Bill Collectors. I do not believe in Zyricon. Zach can do funny things, but yeah. Actually, and Trundle should be able to. I mean, Jax should be able to match Trundle. Casters are biased. Yes, I'm biased. I believe in the Rasakan. He's going to gap top lane. He's gonna do the unthinkable and beat Trundle as Ornn. Wait, you're blue now? Wait, how? You didn't change colors for me. What have you done? Forgot to turn all this shit on. Boop, boop. Amanda smurfing. Get her out of here. Are you the only caster? Yes, but you can join me in the casting corner if you really want to. I am the only caster who actually uses this, yes. Because, no one else has... Yeah, okay, yeah. I am the only caster who actually uses this because no one else has really asked me to help them set it up. Alright. We're getting into the gamer. Shot in case there's any banter whatsoever. Zoom out a bit. There we go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Just looking like standard 5 points overall. Not sure why. They're moving a little bit.
30 seconds until minions
We're covering
spawn.
those entrances. Now he's moving over to mid. No one's really covering this red side entrance. Attacking more so bot the lane. Vicarious trying to get a bit of bot pressure right there, a little bit, but nothing's gonna happen. He's just chilling in the bush. I kind of expect Zyricon to move a bush or two up. Warwick doesn't need a leash, and they can just try to find a cheeky Recon W onto Smolder or something.
Minions have spawned.
Charnel can move up a bush or two as well. Probably towards... Do you ever feel like you're in a white box? I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm in a box. I don't know about a white box. Kind of just a box. There's no light in here, so, like, I can't see what color it is. Last 1 sec. I'm just checking, you know? Yeah. What is... He's playing really aggressively. Zach usually doesn't have the best level 1. He's actually a few minions for doing that as well, so he's going to be slower in the level 2, down HP. Not the best move from him. Smolder already stacking, hitting someone with his W. Nice level 2 timing from Sir Mr. Knight. Walking out right as he was hitting 2 to get a great trade-off. Paying attention to those level up timers, the fundamentals coming out. Yeah, with that extra bit of pressure, Rumble was able to push in and get a ward on the red buff. See the Warwick just in time for him to get a gank. Fear, unable to come off. And Rumble should be out. This does cost Warwick the flash. What I want to see Mr. Knight do now is try to crash this wave. I feel that... Oh, Vicarious is in a bit of trouble here. Not the best time. Good flash out of Petra. Vicarious getting low. Should be another auto or two. He goes... Oh, nice shield. Ignite coming down. Reset on the shield. W misses. And now Harrison, looking in a bit of trouble, is able to run away with the stun from Jax. Santi coming back in after respawning with his passive. Now Live Love Tickled getting tickled by the goo monster. And will not fall down with a timely level up. In the end, no one dies bot lane. Bunch of summoners traded though. All 4 from the blue side for 3 on the red side.
Focus.
And Horn just backing off. Live Love Pickle's not having a good time there. Caught out on the red buff, I mean blue buff. Ooh, these should be some dead bot laners here. Petra, low HP, is able to pick up a kill onto Vicarious, and Yubisaki's under turret for some reason. Pull out onto the Rumble, taking quite a bit of damage. He's gonna have to burn some pots and maybe look to base a bit earlier than he wanted to. How the hell is Petra? Can we get a player spotlight real quick? Well, we will once Ibusaki dies to this Warwick, which he's dead. So Petra is a new up-and-coming player to this semester's Gobbler Gauntlet. Being invited to help fill out some spots so that we can get all 16 teams here. Now, in the previous few games, he has played support, I believe, and Live Love Tickle, being abused once again. And this series, they're trying him out in ADC, and he's played Smolder both games so far, and doing not badly. Ibusaki, being the rat that he is, steals the kill away from the Smolder. But, that's the brief synopsis I have of Petra. He's getting jumped on by Rakan, flies away. Around the Platinum ring, somewhere around there. This knockup from Knight Rider Hane, baiting Mr. Knight to going in. Does get the ulti off now. Live Love Tickle trying to get the gank off to kill Mr. Knight, and nice successful gank there. There wasn't much of a way for him to get out. Onto the Karma, gets knocked up as well. Damage coming out of the Zion, that should be a kill right there. Petra, just, watching in the wings, trying to get out as much damage as possible, but now he's without a support. And if they start moving down, it could be a dive angle, but they aren't. They're still, this Warwick is still topside covering that, so they can start picking up the grubs.
Explosive face melter.
Burning Santi down. Oh man. He's getting low, has to restart right there. Over 20 CS lead for Harrison over Santi. It looks like he's actually staying. Not backing. Santi just dies. That's a move. Lethal, nice landing of the ultimate. And now he's getting collapsed on by 3. Harrison, beautiful bait. They are going to be able to take down this Warwick. Shutdown going over to Jax. Trundle starting to get to the point where he can just start ignoring this Ornn. He'll heal up off this wave. He could honestly just proxy it. He did just see the entire enemy team bot side. But instead, going to take the safe around this recall.
Never falter.
So far, this early game has been, why does Trundle have a tier? I don't know, he just got that? I don't really agree with it.
Like, there's no way he's... Okay, and he's getting ganked. Now, Live, Love, Tickle. Getting the Counter-Strike on. Nice few knockups coming from the Orin. This should be a dead Trundle. And... Ooh. Flash for the auto and Grass proc for the kill onto him. They're going to use this tempo though to get Dragon from the red side now. Nice damage, nice stacks coming from the Smolder ulti. Not able to steal it, but hey, might as well try. Tufil's running, oh man! Just ran to his death. Santi should be soon to follow as well. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this tier is for. It might be he's running out of mana. I don't really see Trundle building any of the tier items ever. That makes it really confusing. Ooh, both ADCs popping Ghost now. Sicarius getting real low. Falls to Petra. Now Harrison soon to fall as well after getting knocked up by the Zac. Now Live Love Pickle getting the Counter-Strike off and is able to finish off Dufil. Now 5 and 2, unstoppable. After an 0-2 start, this Jax is now 5 and 2. Starting to do quite a bit of work. And yeah, Servicer Knight is just ignoring this Ornn. Does not have a care in the world. And he should be able to heal off this wave for the most part, or a fair chunk of his HP. He's doing a good bit of work here. It does make him a bit vulnerable to ganks, which we have seen before. Petra, a little bit aggressive. Ibusaki lands the snare, and now Vicarious getting low. Vicarious doesn't have the pullback anymore. Tons of HP missing. That really shouldn't kill. I'm not sure why he tried that there, but I think they're just going to back, so might as well get the pressure. They don't expect to fight in a bit, except Dufil is here. They might be looking for a dive. Vicarious now pushing the wave. Dufil waiting behind the turret to try and get a good angle off Ibusaki, trying to play interference now. Running in for the smite. Live Love Tickle here though. Dufil staying a bit too long, and now he's just going to fall himself. Trying to get a trade kill, but no, it just goes over to the Jax now. Top lane doing top lane things. Yeah, they didn't have the wave prep for that dive. They couldn't get it off quick enough, and Jax was able to come in and secure it. And now they're working on Santi. Nice stun out on him, but he's able to buffer the knockback with the Q. Now Ibusaki is not looking long for this world. Gets charmed up by Neurons. Now Sir Mr. Knight getting caught once again. Should be 0-3. Burns the flash this time, but Harrison is here to follow with the equalizer. Now flash coming out from the Jax to finish him off. 0-3 Trundle still going to be stronger than the Ornn for the most part, and just Petra. Plays going on all around the map. Are able to get the dive off onto this Smolder. Evading it last time, didn't have the safety of the Karma here. But on the other side, Jax is taking the grubs again. So this will be a 3-3 in grubs. Trundle won't be able to spawn grubs when hitting turrets and be that massive side lane threat. Will still be a threat, but not as big of one. And they are just hanging on to this Trundle. They want him done and dealt with.
Turbo shock rockets.
Dufil once again going for another game. Decides to call it off though. This has been a rather bloody game. Stayed relatively close, although it has started going the way of blue side now. about a 1.5k gold lead over to the bill collectors. Up 3 kills now. He's onto Harrison. Nice knockup coming down onto him. Ulting to make sure he doesn't die. Get those blobs refund. Harrison will fall right before this dragon spawns in 30 seconds. He's not going to be on the map when it comes out, but now Live Love Tickle getting out yet another gank onto this Trundle. He is not having the best time, really not keeping his river warded and be able to get away from those. Trundle has here for mana, I guess. But Dragon has spawned. Do feel topside though, so they're not going to be looking for that. Now Scuffle going on the bot side. Usagi getting low, but Vicarious even lower, down to 0 HP. Neurons running. Olden gets queued down by the Smolder. Now Knight Rider Hane also just getting slapped by the Warwick and getting killed himself. There are so many kills going on this game. Now Zach trying to jump away, is able to do so. Dexos wants nothing with that, sees that the Warwick is topside, and they say, hey, we won this spot, let's get the dragon. In response, people will try to get this Herald, but that is a tanky objective now. Harrison should be able to run interference pretty well, and actually is able to kill Bufil. Conti coming up though, doesn't land the E nor the Q. Now the entirety of Bill Collector should be running up to get the Herald himself. Live Love Pickle still bot side though, so they might not try and take it down. Falcon's turret isn't really long for this rope. Petra really needs to be careful there. I would have liked to see Neurons engage, but now they're getting collapsed on, and Harrison's getting done by Sansa. Out of that, and it's like bot lane kind of just passed each other.
Explosive face melter.
Ooh, another kill onto Harrison. Swanky doesn't have to blow his passive. Great fear from Dufil to knock him, to fear him towards his Zach. Oh, Dufil just runs on by, smites the Herald away from Izusaki. He's able to claim the Karma's life. Now Dufil a little bit low, but that is exactly where Warwick wants to be against him. Doesn't really have too much damage, but now the cavalry has arrived. It's Jack 8-2 in the mix of everyone. Will it be enough though? No, it won't. They are able to take him down. Petra getting caught out here in the river. A small little dragon. He's taken down himself. Now Gold Lead has swung back in the favor of Mentally Challenged V2. They are able to pick up a turret for their play as well. There's one in mid lane.
Zap action.
Yeah, now it's been a really back and forth game with like 2 kills a minute. Real bloody. Both junglers, 8 kills. That's a Magi's for Jax too. What is with that? Okay. Now we should be in a bit of a lull unless someone decides to get caught out here. There isn't another dragon for 2 minutes and Baron for the same amount of time, so these games are so, yeah. There's so many kills, so much action going on, I swear. Every single time I stop, like, play by playing a fight down bot, there's a play going on top, and then it goes down to mid, and then, I don't know, there's just fights the entire game. Finally get a bit of a breather, but Jackson's waiting in the wings top lane again. Oh no. They're, alright. Knight Rider Hayden misses the Ornhorn onto the Trundle. He should be able to walk on out though. Now Santi getting his mid lane treatment, except bot lane, but here is Neurons. Misses the Q though, not able to pull him back. He's just gonna start healing back up, and Santi, this AP Zac build with the Bissell and Leandries is definitely one of the builds. Harrison knows that he's getting collapsed on right here. Pulls down the equalizer and still gets killed, but through the CC chain. The Bill Collector's a little bit slow to respond to that play. Now they should have set up for this dragon. Harrison will be up in time for it, as it's just now 45 seconds until it's up. There's Duco. Trying to get a bit of forward wards to help him prepare, but Yuzaki getting caught, just instantly blown up. Nice knock-up onto Petra's Smolder. Now they're in this choke point. Don't really want to chase too much more, except Dufil ults on in onto Live Love Tickle. Doesn't get the kill, and Vicarious running a little bit too far forward, gets killed himself under the turret. It's a little bit more doable for the Bill Collectors, but there are bleeding health bars and a Zac ready to go. TP coming out from Sir Mr. Knight. Petra doing his best to kite it on out, is able to live, but Zac is looking for the jump onto him. Harrison all the way in the back. And Killer, and it's just a 1v4. Doesn't hit the knockup, nothing to pull him back, but Harrison still a squishy rumble in the face of the few there. Dufil jumping on in, should die to the Karma now. This whole fight was all over wards in the jungle. Dragon's still up too, except pings are going down now. 2-kill advantage over mentally challenged, and no one is really in position to do that. Blue ward does go down, it's already at half HP. Here comes the cavalry though. They're making their way towards the dragon, thinking about the dragon. Knight Rider Hane in the wing, but Santi jumps on over. Knight Rider Hane trying to deal with them. Santi in a 1v2, does pick up Iwasaki. Knight Rider Hane is... Does he get it? I have no... Knight Rider Hane steals the dragon, actually, in the face of the Trundle. Dufil wasn't there to actually take away Vicarious. Nice flash pullback, but isn't enough. Not able to take down Petra. Now Sir Mr. Knight has to run away. Dufil smells the low health bars. Jumps onto Petra, one-shots him there. Now he's onto Knight Rider Hane. A few more autos, and that should be a dead Ornn right there. But he does flash away, buys a little bit of time, gets slowed down by the equalizer now, and now he will face this Rumble. Will he be able to fighting him pretty well with what Pickle down here, but Dufil ults into range of his Q. Nice slow tag. Now Dufil is just accepting his fate, getting a bit of damage down now, but that was a great dragon steal coming from Knight Rider Hane. Kind of waltzing on in and just bops it.
Spinning flames of fury.
Crazy sequence of events. And now they're gonna set up around Baron and maybe do the same exact thing again. Oh boy.
Turbo shock rockets.
Harrison and Live Love Tickle down bot side trying to deal with this Trundle, and now that's just the jungler down bot. This does give the go button over to mentally challenged V2 to start up this Baron. The rest of them will try to run interference. Look, Sir Mr. Light, no way he can live that. Petra throwing down his ulti. So does Knight Rider Hane, only lands onto one though. And Knight Rider Hane not exactly looking well for this world, trying his best to run DPS. He's able to pick up a kill in return. Those do 25 stacks, but not enough. Goes a little bit too far forward. Lizzle Pickle, what the hell are you doing here? And died for his sins. So you're standing on the equalizer, Harrison. Your entire team is dead. What are you doing here? No. Eventually challenged V2 with the Baron. Finally, a team seems to have somewhat of a hold on this game. It's been back and forth the entire time. Goldlead never going more than 2k on either side, but with this Baron, they can start doing away with some of these turrets. This Trundle going to be start knocking down on the top side, prepping that wave for the crash into that inner tower there. Hopefully, maybe the Build Collectors will be able to hold weather the storm. They do have this Smolder at 225 stacks now. He is scaled. He's only going to get stronger. Actually, Trundle doesn't have Baron. Trying to make a push mid lane, but not willing to walk too much further in fear of a flank. Now Harrison's getting beat up by this troll. Oh my god, he's just dead. Just smacked over and over again. His inner top lane turret's going to fall for Mr. Knight. He's slowed by the W Petra being in forward, but we'll just get much more auxiliary from him. Rider Hane throws out the Ornn ulti, does force the Xayah flash, and now two fights going on. One in the back, one before. Now two-man stun from the Jax is able to pick up the 2 kills there. Dufil just in the wings. Now they'll deal with Santi, who's trying to jump on away. Doesn't get out in time. Dufil left kind of just around his team, but this Trundle knocking on top. They're just going to send Harrison to try and deal with him again. That turret is very much dead. We'll try and get this dragon now. Dufil is very well aware, and they know he's there too. We'll try and keep him away from the pit, but he's just going to ulti in, not get anything. Would love Tickle. Puts the counter strike on, jumps back out, and they do get the shutdown onto Dufil. It's still a 5k gold lead in the favor of mentally challenged V2, but that's still 4 kills over to the side of the Build Collectors in the extended play. What the fuck was that ulti? I think he was slowing the wave or something, scouting out if any enemies were there. I'm not actually sure if that gives vision. Might. It really seems like no one is able to match this Trundle now. It's still quite a big problem. Live Love Tickle out on the map for quite a long time. Wants to get that reset off. He was able to do so now, and Sir Mr. Knight currently just waiting in the bush. Doesn't want to go too far forward. It'll be hard to deal with Trundle, and he's biding his time well. Not going past the line of scrimmage to get collapsed on. Challenge V2 is able to get some control over this dragon. I mean, Baron Pit does have first move, is able to put down the first set of wards. Love Tickle. Threatening the stun. goes in, but gets rooted, doesn't land the stun itself. Neuron's able to run on out. TP coming from Santi. Nothing's going on with that. I'm seeing 5 over in mid lane. This Trundle's just free to hit towers over there. Now Duville causing a bit of mayhem onto Harrison. Gets dumped on himself. Santi fit forward, forced to ulti now. Is able, will fall down. Chasing a little bit, just Trundle just knocking on inhibitors now. Duville walking a bit forward, trying to stop bases. Harrison getting low, might fall, but no, gets Elder Drake by the Smolder. He's just gonna, Trundle's gonna keep on going. He does not care about the Ornn. Now Rumble is able to make his way back. He's half HP. Harrison trying to kite it out. He doesn't have the equalizer to get a big chunk of damage down, but finally they are able to take Trundle down. Now it's just Isaiah and Rakan left to deal with the base. TP's coming in from both Knight Rider Hane and Harrison. Ulti coming down as well. Vicarious getting stunned up. Equalizer comes down, and this will be a nice 2-0 from a bloody game coming from the Bill Collectors. Nexus going to fall. KDA is being padded for Petra. And that's going to be 2-0 to the Bill Collectors. Nice work to them. Alright. Where's Streamlabs? Alright. Good for them. 2-0 to the Bill Collectors. Bloody game. They were able to navigate through that in the game there. Find a fight and just push down mid. Smolder doing quite a bit of work. Very nice. Exciting game. Yeah, well. If any of them wants to interview, then I'm just going to hop over in general. Wait a bit of time. If anyone hops over, then there's a nice little interview going on. But if not, then whatever, we can end stream and I can get back to playing Persona. No one? No one there? They're just they don't want the interview. My god. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here then. 2-0 over to the Bill Collectors. Congratulations to them. Do you want the iron perspective, lol? I mean, like, if you want to be interviewed, I don't care who comes. Just pop in the call. We'll wait like a little bit longer if you want to. Bet? Okay. We're gonna get the iron perspective.
Yo, what's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Hold on. I need to change some things real quick. Alright. Alright, speak.
So, what do you want to know?
Alright. And so,
Yeah.
Ornn into Trundle.
Yeah.
Historically, bad matchup for Ornn.
Yes.
But I see you
beyond
use
bad
the
matchup.
power of Jungler to get you through. How was that?
That was really helpful. It kind of helped that I think it was Dufil who was on top that game, or whoever was on top kind of inted by not taking lethal tempo. because it meant that like I could somewhat skirmish a little bit. If
Yep.
he just took lethal tempo, I was going to be like freezing in front of my tower the entire time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like he took grass, which meant that like I was not like I was able to like do stuff.
Yeah, you could get those
So,
like you could get the brittle proc off and just run away.
right. Yeah. And then I mean, of course we had the rest of the team, which I mean, with me it's basically pick Orn, the rest of the team carries me.
Fair. I
So,
mean, Ornn is always helpful. I saw you managed to get to the point in building those masterwork items for all your
yeah.
teammates.
Yeah, the problem is that none of Smolder's items have a masterwork item, and there is no like the wiki page for Orn. There is no like list of masterwork items, so I have to like sit in base and like type out different ADC items and like see if they have a
I
masterwork
think
upgrade.
if you just type Ornn in the shop, then it pops up all the Ornn items.
Okay, I'll need to look into that then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just for future reference.
Okay.
But yeah, I noticed that like the Smolder didn't have any Ornn items. Like, huh, I wonder why that is. But I
Yeah,
guess we know now. He just
yeah,
didn't have any, so.
yeah. I thought for certain that Quick Blades was an item, was an
Oh
Orn
yeah, it
like
definitely should
upgradable
be.
item.
Like, why isn't
Yeah,
it? Like every ADC either gets like that or IE, so might as
yeah,
well make both of them it, but I guess not.
hmm yeah.
All right. So that last base defense against the Trundle,
Yeah, that
you were
was
trying your hardest.
yeah, I mean that's the thing though. Like in the Trundle matchup, like and you saw that when it was in lane, like
Mm-hmm.
could just like build a huge wave while I was freezing, run to the tower, take like half a plate, three quarters of a plate, and I just couldn't do anything
Yeah.
because then he would just run away. Which I mean, that's the downside to freezing on him, but it's not like I can like fight him straight up. So
Yeah, you're not trying to win the fight. You're just trying to be more useful than him,
yeah, exactly.
which looks like you were able to do. He tried. It was getting a bit dicey in that end sequence
Yeah,
there.
if he had lethal tempo, the game probably would have been much closer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that Trundle needs to take a bit of notes.
uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, do you have anything else, or
Um,
you want to go back to playing Persona?
I want to go back to playing Persona, man.
All
I
right.
came to save the 10 FPS stream.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what was up with that. Like I was like, that was like a pure slideshow right there.
Actual slideshow.
Yeah, but
Yep.
all right, my guy. I'll
All
let you get
right.
back to Persona.
Yep. Have fun. Good luck in your future games.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna end the stream here then.